Welcome back to Eclipse of Ideas. Today we're exploring realism in international relations, a theory that has profoundly shaped how we understand global politics. From its core assumptions to its key thinkers and its relevance today, we'll cover it all in this video. Let's dive in. International relations theories can generally be split into two broad perspectives. First, conflict-ridden nature. This view sees international relations as a stage of constant conflict and competition. Second is cooperative and peaceful nature. This perspective emphasizes cooperation and the potential for peace. Realism is firmly in the first camp, focusing on the conflict-driven aspect of global politics. Let's break down the core assumptions of realism. States as primary actors. Realism views states as the most important entities in international politics. They are sovereign, unitary, and rational, primarily seeking to ensure their security and power. Anarchic nature of international relations. The international system is anarchic. There's no overarching authority above states. This lack of a central authority means states must rely on their own resources and strategies for survival. Control over material resources. States vie to control resources crucial for power and security. This competition stems from the absence of a global government and the scarcity of resources. Realism has been shaped by several key thinkers. H. Carr criticized idealism and advocated for a realist approach, especially in his work, The 20 Years Crisis. Hans Morgenthau, known for his principles of political realism, emphasizing power politics and state egoism. Kenneth Waltz developed neorealism, focusing on the structure of the international system rather than individual or state characteristics. Realism's core assumptions have significant implications. Sovereign states as full actors. States are seen as inherently distrustful and power-seeking, much like Hobbes' view of individuals in a state of nature. Anarchic international system. Without a global government, states pursue power to ensure their survival, leading to an ongoing security dilemma. Polarity and stability. The stability of the international system depends on the distribution of power, whether it's unipolar, bipolar, or multipolar. Classical realism draws from historical figures. Thucydides, his account of the Peloponnesian War, highlights the inherent conflict in human nature and politics. Kautilya, author of the Arthashastra, focusing on state survival and power. Machiavelli, advocated for prioritizing power and security over morality. Hobbes, his concept of the state of nature portrays life as solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short, reflecting the perpetual conflict in realist thought. Realism in international relations, IR, is a broad and multifaceted theory that has evolved over time. Different types of realism have emerged, each with its unique focus, assumptions, and implications. 1. Classical realism. Neorealism, structural realism, offensive realisms, defensive realisms, neoclassical realisms, realist constructivisms, hegemonic stability theory, offensive-defensive theory. Despite its dominance, realism faces criticism, overemphasis on power. Critics argue that realism's focus on power overlooks the potential for cooperation. Inability to explain cooperation. The rise of transnational institutions and organizations like the UN challenge the realist view of inevitable conflict. State-centric focus. The increasing role of non-state actors in global trade complicates realism's state-centric perspective. Realism has adapted to modern challenges, especially post-9/11, where the focus on security and state behavior remains highly relevant. It provides a lens to understand global conflicts and the persistence of power politics. To sum up, realism remains a crucial framework for understanding international relations, focusing on power dynamics, the anarchic nature of the international system, and the constant pursuit of security. Despite its criticisms, its principles continue to shape our understanding of global politics.